Hello and welcome. You have tuned into News Now on ET Now with me, Srishti Sharma. And let's talk about the big boy earnings, and that is Reliance Q3 earnings fine print, where we have seen the numbers were largely in line to what the street was penciling in. Revenue came in at 4.1% higher at 1.7 lakh crores, and the profit rose marginally to come in at 22,290 crores. Now, Reliance Jio's ARPU, meanwhile, came in at 213.7 rupees. And those were some of the numbers that we have seen coming in from Reliance. But how are the internals looking like? Let me take it across to my colleague Sarjeet Mangat, who break down the numbers for us. Sarjeet.
Reliance numbers were pretty much in line with street expectation. The top line was up 4% quarter on quarter, but the profit was flat. Margins were slightly down, led by retail and a bit of O2C, which especially the petchem side, which was under pressure because of seasonality, which came into play. O2C revenue was up during the quarter, but the margin for O2C as a whole went up to 10.2% versus 9.3%. Geo revenue was up nearly 2%, but had flat margins, and retail saw a top line jump of 8%, but fall in margins during the quarter there. Individual business wise, O2C saw cracks expanding. That helped some bit for the petchem, but within that you saw PVC and the polyester margins falling during the quarter, and that also impacted some bit of margin for the O2C business there. Geo Telecom saw nearly over 8 million subscribers getting added during the quarter. The total subscriber base going up to 515 million during the quarter, of which 250 million to 5G, and broadband were around 225 million customers. ARPU for Reliance Jio was 213.7, pretty much in line with the street, because street was expecting around 213 odd, and this is compared to 211 odd, which was there in Q2. Retail, as I said, the top line was up based on because of the festive season sales and others which came into being, but margins were under pressure. The retail saw nearly 431 stores getting added in Q3. And analysts now expect retail margins to pick up only by the end of FY27. So that's some pressure which is coming in for retail segment. Geo at the same time having almost a stable performance coming in ahead of the anticipated IPO which Mukesh Ambani spoke about in the last AGM. So from an earnings point of view, it's a pretty much in line performance coming in from Reliance Industries.
All right. Thank you so much, Sajid, for getting us all those details. But we also spoke with the expert Gaurang Shah from Geojit Investments and Naveen Kulkarni, who is the CIO of Axis Securities PMS, as they talked to us on Reliance Q3 performance. Listen in.
Could be because we had an early festive season. There could be but the downtick is not a large gap. It's marginally down, so I guess I would take it as one-off. And with the kind of run rate of new stores opening, I think they are almost added about 430 plus new retail stores, which should possibly start contributing to the top line and bottom line in the fourth quarter, and of course going into the new financial year. So I would possibly read it as a slight miss and one-off.
Yeah, so Jio, I think, is a very straightforward business, right? It's anyways a very highly concentrated market, and tariff hikes is a factor of timing, right? When the market leader chooses to raise tariff based on multiple factors. So tariff hike is not a major issue for a company like Reliance and for the sector. So tariff hike should come in. That's very, very likely. Importantly, the EBITDA numbers in this business continue to look very, very strong. The cash flow generation continues to improve. So I would say that Jio IPO, I think in the next 1 year, seems extremely likely and should fetch a reasonably solid valuation is what I expect.